backstage carnival? Andy, I thought I told you.
Oh, it was too wobbly. I got them putting on a couple more braces.
Well, I hope they don't make them too bulky. Our people have to walk backstage behind that
I
thing.
know, that's what I told them. The last thing we need is somebody breaking a leg.
So, where are our players?
Backstage going over their lines. You want them?
Of course I want them. It's 3 days till dress rehearsal. We gotta get the show moving.
Hey! On stage! Everybody!
Go!
Here we are.
Hurry up.
I'm hungry, Henry.
You're always.
Louie, don't you have any work to do?
Aggie said everybody.
I didn't mean you.
I'm somebody.
Everybody can play, Louie.
Well, you should have said so.
Now, do we have everybody?
Oh, well, not counting Louie.
I know, Violet. I know.
Can we get on with this rehearsal?
Does he have to do that now?
Louie!
What?
You have to do that now?
You want that wall in Ocean?
Don't you have anything else you can work on?
I guess.
Good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll pick up the action from the top of Act 3. We've wasted enough time already.
I've been ready for half an hour.
Who hasn't?
I'm sorry I was late, but we only have the one car and Frank had to work late.
You should have called me. I go right by your place, Jerry.
Yeah, Sal picks me after every rehearsal.
Does Margie know that?
Come on, Billy. We can't ever have her coming down by bicycle. It's after dark.
People, now we have these charming conversations later. We got to get the show rehearsed.
That's what I've been saying all along, haven't I, Henry?
Yes, dear.
Molly, we're all just as anxious as you are. This is the first play by a new author, and we want to do it justice.
Justice tempered with mercy.
I happen to think it's a lovely play.
Sure, you've got the fattest part.
How dare you!
Only mean you have the most minds.
I know very well what he meant.
Might I remind all of you that the author will be here for dress rehearsal, and we still haven't learned the third act?
Yes.
And what about those scripts? You should have been off book 2 weeks ago.
I know my lines.
And I know mine.
How about the rest of you?
Yes, I know.
Should I come back in?
As soon as I get the signal. All right, everybody? Places? Top of Act 3.
Ah, Lord Dudley!
Move it!
What?
Leave the damn curtain alone.
But you said curtain.
That's the actors. We're starting the act, we're not ending it.
I was only doing my job.
Fine, now leave it alone, okay?
Fine by me.
Okay, everybody, from the top. Okay.
Now?
Yes. Now.
Ah, Lord Dudley, you give the most charming party in the whole of England.
How kind of you, Diana. I'll pity that Sir Percival couldn't be here.
You know, I'm worried about Percival. He's never accepted an invitation to one of our parties and then not shown up. At least not without sending word.
Oh, is that me?
Billy, I thought you knew your line.
I do. I just forgot what I was supposed to say, though.
I can't stand it! He's doing it on purpose, I know he is!
Holly, please, sit down. Billy, pay attention to your cues. Now take it back a line. Start it.
Whose line is it? It's Holly.
Aggie, why are you still on stage?
Because if I stay in the wings, I can't hear him.
Well, if you heard them, why did you throw Billy his line?
Because you said not to throw anybody their line unless they ask for it. I just thought he was pausing before speaking.
All right. Aggie did that. Come on stage, everybody in position for attendance from the top.
Do we have to?
Yes!
You don't have to yell.
That's what you think. Now, shall we start again?
Right.
Shall we start?
Yes!
All right, take it from the top, Violet, go ahead.
Ah, Lord Dudley, you give the most charming parties in the whole of England.
Oh, how kind of you, Diana. I'll pity that Sir Percival could not be here.
Do you know, I'm worried about Percival. He's never not shown up to not...
Go on.
He's never accepted an invitation to one of our parties and then not shown up. At least not without sending word.
Oh, but Lady Margaret might have had motor trouble.
Yes, indeed. I do hope he hasn't had an accident.
No, Violet. He hasn't had an accident. No, you said he hasn't had an accident, as if somebody else did.
Oh. Okay. Should we take it from the top?
Oh, damn it!
Come on, Violet. Hey, I'm sorry. I do hope he hasn't had an accident. These roads can be treacherous at night.
Oh, Betty, you're pardonable. Shall we delay dinner any longer?
No, I think not. Can't wait for the festival forever. Can we, Mother?
I suppose so. But don't you think someone should call Percival's flat and ascertain the reason for his absence?
You know, that might be a sound idea. There is something distinctly odd about all this.
All of what, Billy?
Oh, Violet, you did it again.
Did what?
You called me by my own name. I'm Stephen Sellers. You're Diana Lasker. That's so hard to remember.
Billy, you mind?
What? Sorry, Jerry.
Take it from Violet's line.
Okay. All of what? Stephen?
Line.
This is about principle.
Yeah, this is about Percival the necklace. He did say he was bringing it tonight, Lady Margaret.
Well, actually, I never spoke with him directly, but I did receive a message this morning in the post.
What, on St. Swithin's Day?
By Jove, I never thought of that. Barbara, are you certain about that? Yes.
Why? Come to think of it. No.
You didn't receive a message?
Well, yes, I did. But now I wonder if it were actually from Percival.
I should very much like to see that telegram.
No, Billy, you jumped the line.
Stop. Okay, yeah, just one. But it did come by post.
I assumed it had, but
Assume you mean you didn't actually see her.
why, no.
Then how did you know it's content?
Contact!
Content!
Why, Dr. Boggs had told me what it said.
Is there any reason I shouldn't have?
No, of course not, old chap. Only there was no delivery of the post today, then
It wasn't a letter, it was a telegram.
Now you say that line, Billy, the one you jumped before.
I should very much like to see that cablegram.
Telegram!
Oh, hell, what difference does it make?
No, but if Saul says telegram, you say telegram.
What do you mean if, Jerry? I always say telegram.
I don't give a hoot in hell who says what. Can we get on with this disaster?
Yes, if we could just get through this thing, maybe we can start polishing our cars.
Jerry, when do we get to start to work on real furniture? These metal chairs are painful.
They sure help polish your parts.
Jerry's doing it again.
Saul, will you stop and buckle down to work?
Jerry, I was only trying to ease the tension.
It's your jokes about Polly that are causing.
All right, no more jokes. Let's get on with the play.
Louie,
I thought I could get the job done though no one was working.
we're about to start working.
Well, why didn't you say so? I'm gonna go make some coffee.
Fine. All right, now please, ladies and gentlemen, get back into positions. We'll pick it up from Billy's line around the telegram. I should very much like to see that telegram.
I should very much like to see that telegram.
Well, as a matter of fact, I don't have it. The message was phoned in from the telegraph office.
Doris, has there been any telephone messages?
See here, you insolent young pup. Are you doubting my word?
Of course he isn't right. Stephen, you should apologize to Dr. Paul.
So I shall, as soon as Doris answers my question.
What the hell was that?
Oh, Louis dressed in coffee puff tray.
Come on, you want me out of my head?
No, hell I did.
Did anything break?
I don't think so.
He got on the spoon.
Oh, that was fast.
Folks, can you hold it down, please? All right, we'll pick up from where we left off.
No, sir.
What?
I said.
Yeah, I know what you said, I just wasn't ready.
Okay, so we go back to Billy's line, about Doris and the question, and start again.
I shall, as soon as Doris answers my question.
No, sir.
What? Are you quite sure?
Yes, the telephone's been out of order since this afternoon. Mum.
Wait a minute, sit it. Mom, short for man. It doesn't mean that the telephone is keeping mum.
Oh, okay. Let me try it again. The telephone's been out of order since this afternoon. Oh.
Aha! And what do you say to that, Dr. Forbes?
So that's your cue.
Wait a minute, didn't we skip a page or two?
Abby,
Hold on, let me find that place. Wait, what page you want?
I'm sorry, I don't have my script. I was so anxious to get the car that as soon as Frank came in, I drove right off without thinking about it.
You know, I think Saul's right. We go straight from page 3.2 to page 3.4. Who here has a complete script?
Hey, I got it. Page 3.3. So all right. You skipped the whole part about the diamond necklace.
Oh,
Jerry, how come I don't have that page?
I'm sorry, I must have miscounted when I had the copies made. All right, does everybody else have it?
Yes.
All right, well then we'll just back up a little bit and do the page and stuff.
No, how am I supposed to follow along without that page?
You can have my script. I got all my lines down cold if I ever get the chance to say them.
Say, Jerry, while we're stopped, I've got a question.
What?
It's about the play's title. Isn't it a steal from something else? I think an old Agatha Christie movie?
Oh, I don't think Phyllis Montague would steal a title, Billy.
No, there's no way she can. You can't copyright a title. It's the law. You just can't use so many words to go around and around.
If that is so, what about the show's advertising? Won't some people think this show is by Agatha Christie?
It's so much better for our box office.
Yes, and since it's a murder mystery, no one gets hurt.
Doesn't sound like much of a murder mystery if no one gets hurt.
Yeah, I thought it was a Christmas. Got fucked up by Dr. Quirk.
Hold it! Did we come here today to rehearse or to discuss originality versus plagiarism?
Yeah, Jerry's right. Let's get back to work. I'm sorry I interrupted.
All right, Jerry, which line do we go back to?
Yeah, where does the part about the necklace come in?
Oh, I think I figured it out. Say, you came in too early.
Wait, I did? I thought I was supposed to find the line about treacherous roads.
No, honey, you're almost right. It's the line about lecherous toads.
Treacherous. I'm sorry. It sounds about the same.
Phyllis Montague fancies herself a poet.
Well, she is a poet, a rare talent and a great writer.
Sure, would you say that if you were playing the part Muse? Now see here.
No, stop, Paul, Smith. Listen, this is important. You mustn't take your cues from the words alone. Pay attention to the plot. That way you'll know when it's supposed to come in, even if Violet says the line wrong.
But I didn't say the line wrong.
You didn't say it at all.
Well, how could I when Smitty came in early?
All right, enough. So you're arguing on your own time?
Coffee's ready!
Finally, I can use the cup.
Wait a minute, we just barely got started.
No. Maybe a break is a good idea. Let's all have a cup and we'll take this from the top and we'll get it right this time.
Thank you, Jerry.
What just happened?
Aggie, don't go yet. I want to talk to you about our show's progress.
What progress?
You know what you mean? We've never been this far behind in the show before.
Oh, don't blame yourself, Jerry. We've never had the illustrious author in our hair before either. If she kept trying to change the show while the players were trying to learn it.
Well, she promised she wouldn't change anything else.
What do you want to bet? She's going to come in here with 7 new pages.
Oh, please don't, Aggie. They haven't run the last batch of rewrites.
No wonder the way Polly keeps inviting Phyllis over to dinner to fatten her part. It's almost as big as she is now.
Oh, now, don't you start with those fat jokes. I have enough trouble with Saul.
If Polly had her way, this show would be a one-woman monologue.
Oh, but at least she's letting us do this for free.
Yeah, small wonder nobody would pay any money to do it.
Oh, Aggie, it's not that bad. Be fair.
If Polly keeps on fattening her part,
She won't. I'll put my foot down. It's 3 days until dress rehearsal. We're lucky if we learn the lines we've got.
you know, some of the lines that they make up are better than the originals. If you just let the cast alone, this show could be a real riot.
Murder Most Foul is not a comedy. Phyllis Montague would scream if the audience started laughing at her. She'd pass right out on the floor.
Then you better have the smelling salts ready for opening night, Jerry.
Is there anything left in the pot?
Not if you're lucky. I heard that! Let that be a lesson to you.
Oh, I hope we can get through this act tonight. We've been here an hour and we haven't
perfectionist.
But if she wasn't satisfied with the original script, then why did she submit it in the first place?
Well, if we picked our own place, you'd have to do it next year to get it done.
But why can't we just do this as our next show?
You've got to audience preconditions.
Brainwashed is more like it.
That's putting it rather strongly, Saul.
The unvarnished truth, Polly, it never varies from season to season. We do a mystery, a comedy, a drama, a musical, all in that order without fail.
Yes, but why?
Because that's the way we've always done it. It's become a habit for us and our patrons.
But what would be the harm if we mixed it up?
And we get too confusing. The comedy fans would go to the drama and laugh at all the tragic moments. And the musical fans would go beat in time with the comedy.
Or stop during the mystery.
Yeah, they may still do that.
I've heard that, Aggie. Whose side do you want anyway?
Hey, I'm on the side of sanity, which doesn't do me too much good around here.
Well, I'm set. Everybody ready to give it a go?
Oh, relax, Saul. We're much too tense tonight. Why do we keep snapping at each other the way we do? This close to opening, we're usually getting around, having a marvelous time.
If you want my opinion, we're running scared.
Scared of what?
Well, we're scared and we want to have a perfectionist hit. And not, make a success like our author was.
Amen.
Oh, we'll get it. No matter how awful it looks in rehearsal, we always manage to bring it off.
Yeah, but that's for the printed script, Polly. This typewriter stuff is okay. Don't get me wrong. It's all these revisions that are killing us.
Oh, Phyllis gave her solemn word.
That's the only word she knows. She's never even giggled in her life.
And she promised the same thing last week, Polly. Then showed up on Monday with 3 new scenes.
I sure hope she doesn't change the identity of the murderer. I don't know whether to radiate menace or charm the pants off of everyone.
Well, you're not going to do either. Just standing there. Come on, let's all get into position and let's see if we can get through the curtain without stopping.
It's better. I've got to
Okay.
study for a biology test tomorrow.
Wait, Smitty, Jerry, are you taking it from the top or where?
No, let's take it from Violet's line where Smitty came in too early and the part that we left out.
I don't know what my line is.
Somebody, Aggie, go over a line.
Her cue.
Wait, just let me clear my place. Oh, wait, no. Okay, Violet, I'll see you do this line and then you start. Okay. But Lady Margaret, he might have had those. Yes, indeed. I do hope he hasn't had them. Wait, I'll get it.
I certainly hope so.
Okay, Polly, be quiet. Violet, come on.
Yes, indeed. I do hope he hasn't had an accident. These roads can be treacherous at night.
Is that right?
No, that was treacherous. Wait for lecherous.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, who does have the next line?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll get it.
I certainly hope so.
Okay.
I got it. Violet, would you?
Roads can be treacherous at night.
Oh, don't say such a thing. It would make one think that perhaps there was some truth after all in that story about the curse.
Nonsense, my dear. There's no such thing as a curse.
And yet everyone who has ever owned the Delhi diamonds. Jerry, do we have to call it that? It sounds like it came from a delicatessen.
Billy, that's because you're not pronouncing the H. It's Delhi, not Delhi.
Polly, the H is silent. It is pronounced Delhi.
Can't we please just go on? I've got to study for my test.
No, wait a minute, Smitty. Billy's got a point. It does sound like it belongs alongside the liverwurst. I mean, it looks all right when you read the script, but Delhi Diamond just
All right,
sounds
all right.
quite silly.
Can't we call it the Calcutta diamond?
Oh, no. Phyllis Montague told me particularly. She chose that name for its lovely alliteration. Delhi Diamond.
Can't we change it to the Calcutta Carbuncle?
What's a carbuncle?
It's a big stone, a whatchamacallit, a cabochon.
Well, it sounds like a big sin.
So cute.
Oh, not bad. There must be some other gem we can use.
You shouldn't tamper with Phyllis's dialogue. She won't like it.
She'll like it a lot less if her Delhi Diamond gets a laugh.
Jerry's right, dear. It needs a different name.
Well,
I've got it. Let's call it the Ranchimore Ruby.
Hey, I like that, Billy. It sounds like it's got class.
but what are we going to tell Phyllis?
Helen, she rewrote it that way. She's done it so many times, she'll probably believe it.
And let's hope so. And in the meantime, children, let's get back to the play.
Hey, Jerry! Should I write in that change or not?
Yeah, you might as well, but do it in pencil just to be on the safe side.
Okay. Hey, Jerry! How do you spell Ranchimore?
Hey, kid, you're the only one who has to read it. Okay, Billy, let's go back to your line. We're going right up to what Dudley stops at the curse.
And yet, everyone who has ever owned the Ranchimore Ruby has always met with a dreadful demise.
There! Did you hear that? I knew there was a reason for Phyllis's words. It's double alliteration. Deadly diamond, dreadful demise.
Who gives a damn?
How dare you speak to my wife in that manner?
Henry, for once I agree with Saul. Who gives a damn? Billy, go on aboard.
And yet, everyone who has ever owned the Ranchimore Ruby has always met with a rotten requiem.
I like that, Billy. It sounds like you're an elocution teacher.
So is Phyllis Montague.
Not really.
It double alliterates, doesn't it?
Billy, don't. Leave the lines ending as written, please.
All right. Has always met with a dreadful demise.
Oh, my own.
Now,
But Percival doesn't own the diamond ruby anymore. Not since he sold it to Lord Dudley for Lady Margaret's collection.
Nevertheless, Percival did own it, and that might be enough.
See here, Dr. Forbes, you are a man of science. Surely you don't believe in curses.
Well, I know there are a lot of strange things in the history of India, things which defy a rational explanation.
Nonsense! Sheer poppycock! Damn superstitious rot!
Quite possibly Lord Dudley, and yet, where is Sir Percival?
Frankly, I'm glad he's not here.
Why, Diana, what a thing to say.
I mean it. Sir Percival is no gentleman.
Diana, what are you saying?
When he looks at me, I feel as though his hands are moving all over my body.
But he is a knight of the realm.
He is a disgusting toad, and such toads can be lecherous at night. Begging the pardon, shall we delay dinner any longer?
I think not. Can't wait for Sylvester forever.
Louis, what are you doing?
Isn't that where the phone bell rings? Oh, no, wait. I turned 2 minutes at once. Sorry.
Sorry, it says. He does that during performance.
He won't, Colin. Louis, you gotta be more careful.
Look on the bright side. Now we know the phone bell works.
That thing! I can just ring his bell.
No, you can't. He has a black belt in karate.
And how do you know I have it?
It only goes to size 44.
I've done it! I've done it! I have proved it!
I was only kidding.
What was that trick?
Oh, I've got to go apologize.
What are we gonna do now?
Sounds like we can work around her. She's written herself in the damn near every scene.
Not the love scene in Act 2. Maybe we can do that one.
Couldn't we wait till we got a real sofa? This metal's awfully hard to cuddle on.
When did we get the sofa?
We should have had it 2 days ago.
Or can you call and find out?
Right, I could try.
Want to take a look at that back wall, Jerry?
Yeah, might as well. I'm worried about those braces, and now I gotta deal with a diva.
Yeah, you and me both. I got 6 2x4s on the thing, and it still flaps like my mother's mouth.
Should go study for that biology exam.
You got it here?
Of course I do. All the time I spend waiting for my entrance, I can study for 3 exams.
Well, Violet, what do you say?
Oh, all right. Ready when you are.
Okay? Ready? On your mark. Diana, I was seeking Lady Margaret minutes if I were to...
Stephen, what are you trying to say?
Oh, dash it all, Diana. Mustn't play our words. You know the message that longs to cry out from within my heart.
Is it possible? Do I dare for a moment imagine that the message in your heart is the self-same message that cries out from within my own?
Do you mean, do I dare to dream?
Oh, have a care, sir, have a care. You know I am betrothed to another man.
And yet, you do not draw away.
I do not reason out why.
I am almost afraid to.
Then cease your noble trepidation, Stephen Sellers, for though I am a high-born lady, I am also a woman.
Oh, Diana.
Oh, Stephen, oh, suppose Dr. Forbes will come upon us.
Oh, Henry Rush's fiancé. He shall not have you. Oh, Diana.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Violet.
Whoa! No wonder you wanted a real sofa.
Now, Louis,
I didn't say anything. Not a thing.
Billy, do you think he suspects?
How could he? I did suspect myself until just a moment ago.
Darling, neither did I.
Am I here?
Billy, that sounds like Miss Montague.
Tonight? But she promised not to come back to a dress rehearsal.
Did you hear what I thought I heard?
Sounded like Phyllis.
Probably with 5 new pages of dialogue for you.
Hey, so I just accepted one apology from you. Do you want to make another?
I'm sorry, Polly.
Hello, how are you all?
Phyllis, we weren't expecting you, at least not tonight.
Oh, I know I'm being a naughty girl, Jerome, but I have so many new and good things to share with y'all. I just couldn't wait till tomorrow night.
Well, that's a mercy.
Phyllis, the more changes, we open in 4 nights.
Oh, well, that's why I couldn't wait until dress rehearsal. This would be much too much to learn in one night.
What makes you think we can learn it in 3?
Oh, don't be a tease, Henry. It's really all very simple. I simply added just one extra character and cut the love scene.
Cut the what scene?
Oh dear. Perhaps I'm putting it too strongly. It's not precisely cut. Just cut from Act 2 and move back to Act 1.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
Except it's no longer between Diana and Stephen.
Then, between who else?
Yeah, the Lord and Lady are already married.
Oh, don't tell me it's between the doctor and the maid. Oh dear. I'm not making myself clear. Diana still plays the scene. Only now it's with Sir Percival.
But you can't. How can you do such a thing?
Oh, well, I got to thinking that a knight of the realm would be a much better catch for Diana than a mere rich commoner like Stephen, so I
No,
just...
Phyllis, I did not say why. I said how. There's no Sir Percival in this play.
Exactly. Everybody refers to him all the time, but he never actually appears.
Yeah, and that's kind of tough on Diana if you make the switch. Because I bump off Percival before I come around to the house.
You do?
Huh?
You don't even know your own plot, Phyllis?
Well, I mean, yes, I do. I don't recall a murder. Show me where it says so.
We never actually see it done. But when we find out Sir Percival has vanished, and Rex brings the famous gemstone that Sir Percival was supposed to bring to the party, we find out who killed him. See?
Murder? Well, I never thought of it as a murder. I thought Rex picked poor Percival's pocket, perhaps drained all the petrol from his tank to prevent him from coming to the party. But after all, murder is so...
Popular with our patrons.
And we're already advertising it as a murder mystery.
And we do open in 4 nights. Phyllis, it's a bit late to be auditioning Percivals.
But I've written you all the loveliest new lines. Won't you at least have a look at this?
I'm pregnant!
What?
I mean, Diana.
The entire thrust of the plot has been altered. Everybody has a brand new motivation for what they do.
Well, surely with a little work.
In the next 4 days?
We couldn't do it in 4 months.
Well, and worked so hard, and well,
And we haven't. Phyllis, there's no way that we can make these changes at this late date.
but there's such little changes.
Little. What about the ending? If Stephen and Diana are going to be married, won't her pregnancy put a crimp on the festivities?
Well, I'm working on that.
What? Phyllis, more changes? Do you have any idea how hard it is to put on a play? Even one that doesn't change direction every 3 days. This script should have been finalized 3 months ago.
Oh, what's this? Lady Margaret goes into shock at the news of Diana's pregnancy and loses the power of speech.
Maybe this version isn't so bad after all.
What about my mother?
What about your mother?
Well, when I first auditioned to be in the play, my mother insisted on looking over the script to make sure I wasn't going to be in a play full of sex. Now that Diana's pregnant, I'll have to quit the show.
But she's only a little pregnant.
Mother thinks ahead.
Of course, if you'd all rather not do my little play, then
Just hold right there. We all appreciate the opportunity to do a play which we do not have to pay any royalties. In fact, doing this play of yours will put our dinner budget in the black for the first time in 6 months. However, when the play reading committee agreed to do this play of yours, it was on the basis of the original script. Now that play we promised you, and we will do. But all this new stuff is not part of that agreement.
are you saying you now feel free to reject my play?
Not the play that you originally submitted. I'll even allow you all the alterations that you've already made. But this latest batch is just too much.
Do you have the authority to speak for the entire committee?
No. But when I tell them it's either the original version or no version, I'll have a unanimous backing.
Well, if you really feel strongly about the matter, Jerome. Polly! Polly, how do you feel about it?
Well, it is rather close to opening, but perhaps
Don't forget, she cut all your speeches.
I'm a Jerry.
Me too.
You bet.
Absolutely.
Right on.
Thanks anyway.
I agree.
Nice try, Phyllis.
Thanks, Phyllis.
All right. Go ahead and do the original version. But if the show's reviews turn out to be a box office disaster,
We'll
well then...
all remember who wrote the original.
Oh. Oh!
Hi.
Do you think maybe we were a little rough on her?
She did take it rather hard,
You know, she told me once at dinner that she considered this play as her child.
and it's the only offspring she'll ever have.
And then she tried to make her child a little prettier.
Oh,
Well,
Henry, I wish you wouldn't put it that way.
Come on, Jerry, don't be a sap. She wasn't making the child prettier. She was giving it another head.
You're right, Saul. Let's leave the kid alone and start learning to love it as is.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Hey, did you all come here to rehearse?
Yes.
Then let's rehearse. Hurry up, come on.
I'm giving you all till the count of 3. And if I don't start hearing some snappy dialogue, I'm picking up the hammer again.
Oh, and I'll hold the nails.
And I'm grabbing a cup of coffee. And you folks, pick up your long faces and get it to Carol.
Right.
Shall we take it from the top? Or...
None of you want to get home before dawn. Take it from Saul's line about the telegraph office.
Right. Well, as a matter of fact, I don't have it. The message was phoned into the telegraph office.
Doris, have there been any telephone messages?
See here, you insolent young pup. Are you doubting my word?
Of course he isn't, Rex. Stephen, you should apologize to Dr. Holmes.
Oh, I shall. As soon as Doris answers my question.
No, sir.
What? Are you quite sure?
Telephone's
It can't be, I mean.
Yes, Doctor, exactly what do you mean?
Why,
Hello,
I...
yes. Yes, thank you. Ooh, thank you very much.
Why, Dudley, you look so strange. Whatever did Percival say?
Did we do something wrong?
No, of course not. I just want to see where you all were and what you were doing when the telephone rang. Aggie, can we take it back a few miles?
Jerry, it's a long way to the end of the act.
This will only take a few minutes. Let's take it back to Smitty's line about the telephone, okay?
Will do. The telephone's been out of order since this afternoon.
Aha! And what do you say to that, Dr. Forbes?
Sorry, King! I forgot to wind the tape back. All right, now I got it.
Aha! And what do you say to that, Dr. Forbes?
Not only 4 more days until opening night.
I'll get it. Damn it all to hell!
Louie, why isn't the curtain open?
There's a draft up here. The curtain keeps some of it out.
Well, that's because somebody left the front door open. I just closed it.
Why is theaters always so drafty backstage?
Oh, they're designed that way on purpose to keep it loose and handy in case the place smells.
I don't suppose you have a particular play in mind, do you, Ida?
Don't say it anymore.
Jerry, do we need makeup tonight?
Well, I don't care so much about the men, but I do want to see what the women look like, especially the hairdos.
I think they're using wigs.
I've seen the wigs. I want to see what they look like wearing them.
I'll tell them.
Hey, how do you like the back wall?
Well, from this side it looks okay, but how much room is there to move behind it?
Oh, they have about 2 inches clearance on either side. Except Polly, of course.
Oh, but how's she going to get from the garden to the pop table for those roses she has to bring
Don't worry about it. She doesn't have to. I put the roses on that side of the stage. I told her I was just simplifying things for her, but I didn't say what I was simplifying.
Now that's good thinking. We got to keep her in a happy mood. She almost walked out again last night thanks to Saul Watson.
But you gotta admit, he is pretty funny.
Yeah, but his sense of humor cost us a half an hour. But at least I got him to swear that he'll say that Lord Dudley is off to have a word with Lady Margaret, not to chew the fat with Lady Margaret.
Even if he hates himself in these rehearsals, how do we know what he's gonna do when the show is in performance?
I don't know, and I don't even want to think about it. I'm already having nightmares.
I'm surprised that you can sleep at all. Tomorrow night, the whole thing will be out of your hands. All you can do is stand in those wings and pray. There ain't enough room to kneel.
You know, maybe I'll spend opening night in some nice, cozy little bar in another town.
Hey, how do you like this thing, Jerry? Looks real, don't it?
It sure does. You know, it was really nice of Phyllis to lend us this for a show. Costume jewelry this good is awfully expensive.
Hey, have you figured out what to do about the central stone? Once Phyllis finds out that you nixed her Delhi diamond, she's gonna throw a fit. How are we gonna pass that thing off as a ruby?
Well, actually, Billy came up with a solution for that. From now on, this will be known as the White Ruby of Ranchapur.
Is there such a thing as a white ruby of Ranchapur?
Well, there is now. And Louie, please keep in a safe place between performances. I wouldn't want it to get lost or misplaced or stolen.
Don't worry. The way I see it, this necklace is our race from the hole. Phyllis will preoccupy herself worrying about it instead of the point.
Ah, there's some of that, all right.
Yeah, but you know, I feel a lot safer that there was a back to this thing. And someone could tiptoe up right through the performance and take this necklace and pick it right up.
Well, I can nail one on, but that would mean tearing the wall down and repainting the flat.
And why would we have to tear it down?
Well, if I hammer on the back of it, the front is where it is now, the whole thing will tear loose and fall onto the stage.
I'll tell you what, I'm not doing much right now except prompting. Why don't I hold on to the thing and hand it to Saul when he reaches into the thing?
Oh, would get out of here would set my mind at rest.
Ooh, no trouble at all.
Well, you better practice it. Tonight's your only chance before the opening.
Easy as pie, but I guess the practice can't hurt.
You ready for the mob yet?
Yeah, I guess so. If they had their costumes
tough luck. Yo! Everybody on stage!
Let's go! Come on, let's go. Line up, move. Come on, come on. Come on. Let's go. Where's Polly?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. I want to see what your costumes look like. Well, you know, they seem to fit all right.
Nah, I think mine's a little bit too small for me.
I didn't say a word.
And you better not.
Oh, Polly, be there. It's one thing if Saul actually picks on you, but if you're going to blow up every time you think he might say something.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, Saul. Rehearsal jitters, I guess.
No problem, Polly.
Okay, now would you all turn around slowly? I want to see what you look like in back. Well, yeah, you look okay. Oh, wait a minute. Violet, why aren't you wearing a bustle like Polly is?
I'm not wearing a bustle.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Oh, Violet, why aren't you wearing that wig?
It's too big. Let me show you.
Oh, wait.
See? I look like a British sheepdog.
Well, can't you take a tuck in it or hat it or something?
I'll think of something. I didn't have time just now.
Okay, well, I think you're all going to look just fine. Now suppose we see how well you can act.
Positions for Act 1?
Yeah, we might as well start, yes.
You want to do it with the curtain?
Yes, I do. Everything exactly like we're a performance.
Jerry, I think you got your wish.
In spades.
Oh, Jerome, I have the most dreadful news. We're going to have to change the name of my play.
Phyllis, we can't. The programs are printed up and all the publicity's been mailed out.
But we must. I just discovered there is a movie with the same title. Murder Most Foul.
Phyllis, the audience isn't likely to be confused. They can see this isn't a movie.
Right. In a movie, no one forgets their lines.
Don't say things like that, Saul. We're having enough trouble already.
Oh, I do hope you're joking, Marla.
Who? Oh, I'm sorry, Smitty. I almost forgot your real name.
No one ever used it, except my mother.
And Phyllis.
Oh, but I think nicknames are so vulgar, don't you, Saul?
I'm the wrong guy to ask, Phil.
Oh, Phyllis, I'm so glad you came tonight. You can be a great help to all of us.
Really? How?
Well, you could listen to the lines and make sure that we're doing them properly.
And where does that leave me?
Well, I didn't mean the words exactly. I meant all the little subtle nuances of their interpretation.
Oh, you mean the ones you forgot to tell me to write down?
Yeah, right.
Well, shall I sit out there beside you?
Oh, no, don't. I mean, I take a lot of notes during rehearsal. I might distract you.
Louie, here's a chair for a play right over here.
If you got enough, Fred.
Ooh, this is thrilling! Seriously thrilling!
You got any other surprises for us, Jerry? I could use a thrill right now.
It'll be okay, so don't lose your temper.
What the hell are nuances?
Don't answer.
Pray you got it.
Jerry, I thought you said you wanted us to go straight through without any interruptions. With Phyllis back there listening for nuances.
Cheer up. Maybe Louie will throw a sandbag on him.
Okay, Louis, close the curtain and we'll start.
You want to do it with the music too?
Yes, I do everything like a real performance.
That's right. All the voices are in the music. Oh, stage when the curtain line crowd out, please.
You're lucky.
Louis, the house lights. Dim the house lights. That's it, Louis. Fine. Do it just like that in the opening, right after the music starts.
Gotcha.
that lovely young socialite, Diana Lassiter. No, Doris.
That's what I thought.
Oh, Diana, have you found that book on famous jewels of India that I said we brought up down with the apple?
Ah, yes. Here it is. Oh, I say, Lord Dudley, you didn't tell me that there was a curse on the famous white ruby branch of her.
What?
It's all right, Phyllis. It's all right.
That's supposed to be the Delhi diamond.
We had to change it, Phyllis.
For what possible reason?
Because it looks silly next to the liverwurst.
Liverwurst? There is no liverwurst in my play.
We just wanted to keep it that way.
I beg your pardon.
Trust me, Phyllis. Now, please get back on stage, and Aggie will explain the change to you.
But that's supposed to be.
Phyllis, we open tomorrow night.
Oh, very well.
Go on with the play, people.
But it's not. I didn't put the feather duster away.
No, from where we broke.
Would you please, Maya?
Oh, sure. The famous white ruby branch of her.
Fiddlesticks, a lot of hogwash, mere superstitious drivel.
But the book distinctly says that Lord Clyde Fortescue, the first owner of the branch of the famous white ruby of Branch Jerry. Can I just say ruby? I
Yes.
hate to say the whole mouthful every time.
Yes. Go on, go on, go on.
Distinctly says that Lord Clyde Fortescue, the first owner of the ruby, was found floating in his tub, in his own blood. And the next owner, Sir Giles Renfrew, had no sooner purchased the ruby from Lord Clyde's estate when he was found in his stables, trampled to death by his favorite horse. And the next owner,
Balderdash, nonsense, lot of old wives.
but how can it be? They are all dead, aren't they?
Yes, consider this, Diana. I myself purchased the room this morning, and I'm fine.
Is anything wrong?
No, it's just one of my beastly attacks.
How long have you had them?
Since early this morning.
You don't suppose.
No, ridiculous. Sheer coincidence. Merest chance.
Well, exactly. Dr. Fox is here.
It's your fiancée, Diana. You know, Jerry, that's a pretty dumb line. She has to know it's her fiancée. Good luck.
But the audience doesn't.
Maybe I'll wear a signboard.
Oh, now really, Saul.
Will you people stop your chatting and get on with the play? It's far too late to make any alterations now.
It's your fiancée, Diana.
Yes, being engaged to the world's famous scientist has made me the envy of all the girls in England.
Yes, and a lovely belle like you certainly deserves a ring.
Speaking of dumb wine,
What?
That line is supposed to be lighthearted. The merriment provides emotional contrast to the atmosphere of terror.
The thorough atmosphere, all right.
Will you people all please?
yes. You flatter me, Lord Dudley.
Doris, please show the gentleman the key.
At once, my lord.
Lord Dudley, Diana.
Well, I'll just leave you two young people alone and toddle to my room and putter out.
Henry, that's not the exit. That's the kitchen in the maid's quarter.
That's right, but she's a damn good looking. Just kidding here.
You mean I'm not good looking?
Well,
Henry, just finish your line. Go.
well, Sal has a line first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really, Lord Dudley? You didn't go?
Oh, nonsense. I was in love once myself.
Oh, why didn't he say that in the past, then?
Holly, please.
My dearest darling,
My sweet.
my beautiful darling, I have a surprise for you. Oh, damn!
What's the matter?
Forgot the stupid bracelets. Aggie!
Wait, here. Sorry about that.
Aggie, as stage manager, you're supposed to make sure that
from the town.
No, from where you are.
My dearest darling, I have a little surprise for you. The white groovy rancher bar.
Oh, how incredibly lovely it is. Might I try it on?
Not afraid of the curse?
Well, not very much. May I, please?
Yes, you shall. Please, put it on. It is so lovely in such a lovely setting.
Oh, Rex, what a thing to say.
I cannot tell which is lovelier, you or the precious gem.
I simply must see myself in it. Let me go find a mirror.
Diana, that necklace, how dare you? Take it off at once.
But Lady Margaret, I was only...
Take it off this instant.
Really, Lady Margaret, there's no harm done.
No harm. How could you endanger the life of this dear girl and your own fiancé?
Oh, I don't mean that silly curse, Lady Margaret. After all, this is the 20th century.
Diana, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Oh, it was just momentary. The room seemed to dip. My head started to spin, but yes, I'm quite right now.
Well, I shall take this and place it where it can do no more harm.
Aren't you being very, very silly, Lady Margaret?
Perhaps I am. But it is better to be safe than sorry.
You went to Lord Douglas to see his newest possession?
Oh, he shall see it in good time, when I feel brave enough to wear it. And do not forget, he purchased it for me. So it is mine in actuality to deal with as I choose. Oh, damn it! I pushed it too far!
Do you mean to say there's no back on that thing?
Oops, sorry, I forgot I was supposed to be back when I grabbed the damn thing.
Abby, I hope you're making notes on all these things.
Oh, yeah, sure. I just keep forgetting to read them.
We're never going to be ready. Never. We've been here almost an hour. We haven't even got through the first act.
We've only had 2 rehearsals of the third, and that's the most important act in the show.
Yeah, Abby's right. That's the act we're both panicky about.
Well, why don't we do that act right now? It's hard to do everything that comes before with that act hanging over our heads. If we felt more confident,
All
I'm sure that we...
right. Anything to nail the show down. All right, do the third act, get our confidence, and then we'll run all 3 acts as fast as we can.
And how long will that take? My mother doesn't want me out late at school night, and I just barely passed that biology exam.
Well, the sooner we start, the sooner we finish. Come on, let's get moving.
Want to do it with the curtain?
No, wait till we run the entire show.
All right, just give me a minute to find the right spot on my tape.
There's nothing until the phone bell. You can find your spot while we're running the act.
Well, I'll do my best.
All right, everybody. The top of Act 3.
I got it!
Willis, you mustn't keep interrupting a rehearsal like this.
When I solved the problem of the liverwort.
Damn it, it's already been solved.
There is no need for profanity, Saul.
That's what you think.
Please hear me out. I was so concerned with the loss of my lovely double alliteration
All
that
right, all right. Let's hear it.
Okay. We don't have to call it the Delhi diamond. We call it the Darjeeling diamond. Do you see what I did? It's still named after Italian India.
I got it.
only
I
now.
got it. Thank you very much. Now, please, get the hell off stage. I want to see or hear from you again until we finish rehearsing this act.
You don't have to get all puffy about it.
All right. Does everybody have the new name of this stupid gem?
Yeah.
Fine. And positions, everybody. We're going to take this thing from the top without stopping.
What do you want to bet?
Moving, please.
Sorry. This now would be a good opportunity to pick up some extra cash.
Are we all ready?
Yes.
First person who interrupts dies. I don't mean gets yelled at. I don't mean gets shoot out. I mean dies.
Lady Martin said go!
Ah, Lord Dudley, you get the most charming party from the whole of England.
How kind of you, Diana? How pleased it's impossible couldn't be here.
You know I'm worried about personal. He's never accepted an invitation to one of our parties, and then not shown up, at least not without sending word.
Ah, but Lady Margaret, he might have had no trouble.
Yes, indeed. I do hope he hasn't had an accident. These roads can be treacherous at night.
No! Damn it to hell!
just slow down a little bit.
Does that mean you're not going to kill Polly?
It does. But don't you feel too secure.
All right.
Why, Polly, these roads can be treacherous at night.
My mind's gone blank. I can't think.
Say such a thing that would make one think that
Yes. I got it. Oh, don't say such a thing. It would make one think that perhaps there was some truth after all in that story about the curse.
Well, Nonsense, my dear, there's no such thing as a curse.
And yet, everyone who has ever owned the deli, the Ruby, I'll get it. Darjeeling Diamond has always met with a dreadful demise.
But Percival doesn't own the diamond, Ruby. Diamond anymore. Not since he sold it to Lord Dudley for Lady Margaret's correction. Connection. Confection. Collection.
Nevertheless, Percival did own it, and that might be enough.
See here, Dr. Plums. No, Forbes.
Stop, everybody. All right, everybody. Take a deep breath and relax. Now go on and enjoy yourself.
You're a man of science. Surely you don't believe in curses.
I only know there are strange things in the history of India, things which defy rational explanation.
Nonsense. Shikaki Bubi. Bukaki. Poppycock.
Like, damn it.
All right, relax. You're all still far too tense. Remember, slow and easy. That's it.
Right. Quite possibly, Lord Dudley, and yet, where is Sir Percival?
Frankly, I'm glad he's not here.
Why, Diana, what a thing to say.
I mean it. Sir Percival is no gentleman.
Diana, what do you say?
When he looks at me, I feel as though his pants are moving all over my body. What's so funny?
It's his hands, Violet. His hands.
Isn't that what I said?
You said pants.
All right. That is fine, but we would like Smitty to get home sometime before dawn.
Yes, I'm sorry. I feel as though his hands were moving all over my body.
But here's a night of the...
Well, that's it. Let it up. We'll see how funny you think this is.
But here's a knife in the rough.
He is a disgusting toad, and such toads can be lecherous at night.
Please.
Take the word!
All right, take it easy,
Stop
take it
it,
easy.
delaying dinner any longer.
No, I think not. Can't wait for Sir Percival forever. Shall we, my dear?
I suppose so. But don't you think someone should call Percival's flat and ascertain the reason for his absence?
You know, that might be a sound idea. There is something distinctly odd about all this.
All of what, Stephen?
This business about Percival the necklace. You did say you would bring it tonight, Lady Margaret.
Well, actually, I never spoke with him. Jerry,
What's the matter now?
Saul brings the necklace in the purse bag. Then I put it in the safe. So how can I say this business about Percival?
Oh dear. I forgot to give you the new line.
What?
When I rewrote the first act a few weeks back, I completely forgot about that line. And,
This is a hell of a time to think of a new line. What is it?
well, I don't have the rewrite with me.
Well,
so I
approximate then. Give us the gist of it. We don't have a lot of time to fool around with a lot of stupid words. We'll improvise.
Okay. Well, so Polly's line is basically the same, only, well, she said something to Billy about him not being here when Saul brings the necklace instead of Percival. Do you see?
Holly, you can handle that? coffee back there, Louis?
For want of a better name.
It'll have to do. Come on, Phyllis. And the rest of you keep working.
Okay. Billy, feed me your line again.
Okay, this is about Percival the necklace. He did say he would bring it tonight, Lady Margaret.
Well, actually, I never spoke directly to him, but he told me that he'd asked Dr. Forbes to deliver it for him.
What? On St. Swithin's Day?
Wait a minute. It sounds like it's impossible for anybody to deliver things on that day. The part about the post should come last, Polly.
All right, let me try again. Dr. Forbes told me that Percival had asked him to deliver it this morning in the post.
Ah, much better, Polly. Go ahead, Smitty.
What? On St. Swithin's Day?
What is the matter now?
I'm sorry, Jerry. It said that she couldn't go on.
I don't give a goddamn what it says. If you 3-year-olds want to keep playing games instead of learning the lines of this fight.
I'm sorry, Jerry. Smitty, please.
St.
go on.
Swithin's Day.
By Jove, I never thought of that. Are you certain about that message, Margaret?
Why, come to think of it, no.
You mean you didn't receive a message?
Well, yes, I did. But now I wonder if it were actually from Percival.
But it did come by post.
I assumed it had, but
Assume? You mean you didn't actually see it?
why, no.
Then how did you know its content?
Why, Dr. Forbes had told me what it had said.
Is there any reason I shouldn't have?
No, of course not, old chap. Only if there was no delivery of the post today, then how?
It wasn't a letter, it was a telegram.
I should very much like to see this telegram.
Well, as a matter of fact, I don't have it. The message was stolen from the telegraph office.
Doris, has there been any telephone messages this evening?
See here, you insolent young pup. Are you doubting my word?
Of course he isn't, Rex. Stephen, you should apologize to Dr. Forbes.
Oh, I shall. As soon as Doris answers my question.
No, sir.
What? Are you quite sure?
The telephone's been out of order since this afternoon.
Aha! And what do you say to that, Dr. Forbes?
Damn it, Phyllis! What have you done?
What have I done? What do you mean? Did I get the phone bill out of order on the tape?
Phyllis, what were you doing with the tape?
I just wanted to get a listen to the sound effects.
And you erased the tape?
Oh!
There's nothing on it! Nothing!
Are you sure?
Listen for yourself!
Everything!
That's what I mean!
Oh, Louis, you're not leaving us.
I can't do a damn thing for you if I stay. I've got to go home and retake every single one of those sound effects by tomorrow morning. And if that bubble-brained idiot, someone just steal my machine again, I'm gonna beat her head with it!
Louis, listen, since you have to do the whole thing anyway, I've been thinking, maybe it would be a good idea if the telephone were hooked up to a button backstage. There are so many phone calls in this show. Wouldn't it be easier if the phone were rung manually?
I guess. It would save me a lot of trouble to re-record those cues.
Hey, I can do the hookup. There's a storage battery back there for power.
Okay, just put the button somewhere near the tape recorder so I don't have to leave the soundboard to find it.
Of course.
And the rest of you, if you're going to use the new phone in the play, make sure you hang it up right so that the speaker isn't depressed by the button part. Otherwise, the phone can't ring. Got it?
Got it.
Got it? Yes.
Okay. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a hell of a lot of work to do.
I am so dreadfully sorry. I feel I owe each and every one of you an apology.
So write it down and send it to them.
On St. Wednesday. Does that answer your question?
Abby, beautiful, beautiful. You deserve a cup of coffee for that.
I'll set up for that bread that Louis brewed.
Can we go on now or not?
You need to go.
your question.
Stephen, I believe you owe Dr. Forbes an apology.
Aggie!
Oh, sorry, I was drinking my swell.
Darsh, you best answer that phone, otherwise we'll owe the caller an apology too.
Yes, sir. Hello. Who? Why, yes, he is. It's for you, sir.
Who is he?
Is that possible?
It can't be. I mean,
Yes, doctor, exactly what do you mean?
why,
Hello, yes. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Why, Dudley, you look so strange. Whatever did Percival say?
That was not supposed to. What the hell is that?
Aggie!
Sorry, can I put my coffee cup down on the left?
Go on with the show, people. Just go on.
That was not supposed to.
Then who was it?
That was Miles Taylor, a good friend of mine.
Stephen, I do not understand.
Nor I.
It's simple. I asked Miles to ring up and pretend to be Sir Percival, so I could observe the effect it would have on Dr. Forbes. I think we can all agree he was struck, dumbfounded.
nonsense!
It's not nonsense, sir. I myself observed the self-same reaction as well.
But what does it mean?
Yes, what does it all mean?
Yes. What could it possibly mean?
Darsh is in this place.
Sorry.
I can explain what it means. It means this man, after murdering Sir Percival for the necklace,
Nonsense. Nonsense. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I stand unaccused of it.
well, then I want to see the proof. Fetch the necklace, Dr. Forbes.
The necklace? Surely there's no proof on the necklace. I'll show you. Aggie!
Oh, God! I forgot! I won't forget to excuse me! I gotta get it! I'm sorry, I won't forget tomorrow night, so...
Aggie, you can't cross the stage where the audience can see you.
I know, I was just in a hurry.
Heaven help us.
Aggie, can you stand a little closer?
Sorry, sir.
There! And now let us see your ridiculous proof.
You yourself have shown some proof, Doctor. For if you're not the murderer, how did you know the combination to that safe?
Great heavens, he's right.
Blast you, Sellers, but there's one thing you did not forget that I know. I am armed.
You, sir, are scoundrels.
And I should very much like to sunder our engagement this moment.
In that case, will you marry me, Diana?
With all my heart, Stephen.
Doris, telephone at once for the constabulary.
Do so when you are dead, my dear.
Oh, Mom, what shall I do?
Keep your arms up and the rest of you do likewise. Aggie, where's the telephone pole?
Oh, I clean forgot! This is going to be held tomorrow night. Dashing back to the safe with your necklace. Dashing back to the soundboard to help out Louie, not to mention following along in my script so that I can cue you people. Come on, get up.
I can hand him the necklace tomorrow night if you'd like. I feel much better with it in my possession anyhow.
But won't you be sitting out front?
Well, I can come up for that part. I'll have to be backstage for my bow.
I don't know about this.
We'll hash that out later. Right now, let's get on with this damn thing.
And the rest of you do likewise. Damn and blast! Who is that?
That is my friend Miles Taylor. I asked him to bring up shortly after his first call. If I do not answer, he shall summon the law, and they will arrive here with a warrant for your arrest. Stanley Grimes.
Stanley Grimes? You mean that criminal laboratory assistant to Dr. Forbes?
To the late Dr. Forbes, unless I miss my guess. Your fiendish felonies are over, Grimes. Put down that pistol and surrender yourself.
Never. I may go to the gallows, but the rest of you will never live to see it.
Please, my lord, might I leave the room?
Stand where you are. And before I destroy you all, I must know, how did you come to suspect me, Sellers?
I arrived here late, as you all know. As a result, I overheard the news broadcast of the findings of Percival's body. Dead from a rare Indian cobra poison. You yourself had disconnected the telephone here from the switch box so no one else could hear the news. But when I accidentally knocked down your overcoat as I was hanging up my own and found a flagon of that very poison in your pockets, why then, I knew of course.
dearest darling, but what did you know when you found this foul fiend's flagon?
Oh, why, how this man had schemed to continue the legend of that curse. He immersed the necklace in cobra venom so that all who handled it would shortly become ill. He hoped in that way to devalue it and to make Lady Margaret loathe the sight of it. And for that reason, he could have it for considerably less than its real value, so anxious she would be to sell the bauble.
And I would have been too. Oh, Cassius Demigrand.
Curses, bah, there's no such thing as curses. I soak my hands in an antitoxin to perfect the perfection of a potent poison, too.
What the hell is that?
Hey, you get real sirens tomorrow night.
Aha! My delaying tactics have done their work. Put down that pistol and surrender yourself, Grimes.
Never. I shall sell this necklace for a fortune and move wealthily to another country. Oh! Oh!
It is the curse of the...
Darjeeling diamond.
Oh, yes, thank you. Darjeeling diamond. Yes, he mocked the laws of society, and now a higher power has intervened.
Oh, Stephen, hold me, hold me.
Let's see. Are we done yet, Jerry? Come on.
Now we've just begun. You had your third act. All right, now it's from the top of Act 1, and it's already 10:30.
My mother's gonna kill me.
Ah, but my dear, it is in such a good cause.
Well, gang, this is it. Any minute now, they're going to open those doors and let the audience in.
Do they have to? I'm not sure I'm kidding. I'm really getting scared.
But that's okay, Steve. The worst way to approach a performance is with complacency. Nervousness gives a player energy.
Well, nervousness is giving this player creeping paralysis. And you may have to push me on stage. And don't think I won't. I'm treating this like it's the paratroopers. Everybody jumps whether they want to or not.
You know, I'm not worried about the regular audience. If we goof up, they'll never know the difference. What's got me running scared is the idea that Jerry's out there and he'll catch every single mistake.
Well, then relax. I won't be out there tonight. I'll be here backstage helping Aggie push.
How come? Don't you want to see the show? Not that I blame you.
Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Tonight, Phyllis will be sitting out there. And if I sit out there, she'll want to sit next to me, and I don't think I can stand that.
Hey, Jerry, that reminds me. Phyllis still insists on being behind the scenes to hand sew the necklace. That's all fine and good, but I'm afraid she's going to get so wrapped up in her own dialogue that she might forget.
Well, if she does, this play will end with a real murder.
Well, I did it. Took me till damn near 3 o'clock in the morning, but I finally got all those Santa Cruz back on the date.
Yay!
I hope you remember the phone bells.
Don't worry. But I did have thunder and lightning effects.
Louis, there's no thunderstorm in this play.
Well, murder mystery without a thunderstorm. Trust me, you get it easy.
So don't be crazy. I know there's no place to have it.
What do you want back?
This play 100 times. There's no place to hear a thunderstorm. You're going to distract the actors.
Jerry, I guarantee you that there is a perfect spot in this play for a thunderstorm, and it won't distract the actors.
Where?
That's going to be my surprise.
Oh.
Hey, you want to let me down?
Yes! Don't play you.
Make it easy on yourself. Spend me $1.
All right, you're on.
Hey, look. If there's one thing I love, it's a sucker bet.
There's one thing I hate about the stage is there's no place to hide.
Oh, the magical moment is upon us at
And
last.
so will the audience be if we don't close the curtain.
Will do.
I just wanted to wish you all the best of luck.
What has that bad luck to do? You're supposed to say break a leg. Ah.
I'll never understand it, Peter.
Fine thing for our playwright to say.
Everybody, the audience will soon be upon us. Would you all like to join me in prayer?
I'll say.
We can do the miracle. Saint Genesius, pray for us.
Saint Genesius,
Pray for us. Okay,
dog with my wife, and of course, the lovely young socialite Diana. Last,
That's what I thought.
Oh, Diana, have you found that book, I think, is Jewels of India? That's what we right up there.
Ah, yes, here it is. Oh, I say, Lord Dudley, you didn't tell me that there was a curse on the ranch of the Delhi. The Darjeeling ruby. Diamond.
Well, it's known by many names, my dear.
It is? Oh, yes, it certainly is. Lots of them.
Fiddlesticks, a lot of hogwash. That curse, I mean. Absolutely superstitious dribble. What else does the book definitely or distinctly say?
The book distinctly says that Lord Clyde Fortescue, the first owner of the Darjeeling diamond, was found floating in his tub. I mean, I don't mean that the diamond was found floating in his tub.
No, of course not. But what was, eh?
He was, in his own blood.
And the next owner?
Right. And the next owner, Sir Giles Renfrew, had no sooner purchased the diamond from Lord Clyde's estate when he was found in his stables with his favorite trampled to death, I mean. And the next owner, he's
Balderdash nonsense. A lot of old wives' tales.
they're all dead, aren't they? The owner is not the old one.
Yes, well, but consider this, Diana. I purchased the ruby myself, and I'm fine. With the diamond.
Is anything wrong?
No, just one of mine.
You don't suppose?
Don't you wonder how long I've been having them?
How long have you had them?
Since kind of small.
That long, huh?
And don't you suppose that I suppose?
Don't suppose.
Oh, ridiculous. Sheer coincidence. Here is John's.
Dr. Dance, you little phony.
It's your fiancée, Diana. I mean, it's your fiancée, Diana.
Yes. Being engaged, the world-famous scientist has made me the envy of all the girls in London. In England. In London.
But a lovely belle like you deserves to be wrong. Have a ring.
You flatter me, Lord Dudley.
Doris, will you show the gentleman in?
At once, my lord.
Oh, Connie. Lord Dudley, Diana.
I'll just leave you two young people alone. Saddle off and putter about my room.
You're going the wrong way!
Yes, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Stay away!
Yes, that must be it.
Really, Lord Dudley? You needn't go.
Oh, nonsense. I was in love once myself.
My dearest darling.
My sweet.
My dear darling, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, dear. I love surprises.
I sort of thought you would.
Can't wait to find out what it is.
Well worth waiting for.
I'm so excited.
I thought you would be.
Can't find it, huh?
Wait, I know. I left it in my coat. Excuse me. The necklace, where the hell is it? lovely. In such a lovely setting.
Well, Rex, what a thing to say!
I cannot know which is lovelier, you or the famous jewel.
Oh, I simply must see my... Let me go find a mirror.
Diana, that necklace.
Right here.
Take it out, I say. Off, I say.
I'll get it.
Oh, no. Hurry it up.
There!
Take it off, I say, this instant.
Really, Lady Margaret, there's no harm done.
No harm, you say? How could you endanger the life of this dear girl and your own fiancé?
Oh, I don't believe in that silly past, Lady Margaret. After all, this is the 20th century.
Diana, are you all right?
Yes! Yes, I think so. It was just momentary. The room seemed to tip. My head started to spin. Yes, yes, it's quite right now.
Diana, I was seeking Lady Margaret.
Lady Margaret is cutting roses in the garden, Stephen. She may not attend sometime.
I see. Would you mind I waited for her here?
Naturally not.
Might I sit?
If you are so inclined.
Diana,
Yes, Stephen.
would you take offense if I were to...
Oh, Stephen, what are you trying to say?
Oh, dash it all, Diana. Mustn't play of words. You know the message that longs to cry out from within my heart.
Is it possible? Do I dare for a moment imagine that the message in your heart is the self-same message that cries out from within my own? Your fly's open.
And yet you do not draw away.
And you know the reason of why?
I am almost afraid to.
Then cease your noble trepidation, Stephen Douglas. For though I am a high-born lady, I am also a woman.
Oh, Diana.
Oh, Stephen!
Angie, maybe I should have gone to that bar after all.
I'll join you. The paratroopers are not like this.
Anybody know the difference between a plane and a parachute?
Unloaded.
When a parachute opens, you got nothing to worry about.
Ah, Lord Dudley, you give the most charming parties in the whole of England.
How kind of you, Diana. A pity that Sir Percival couldn't be here.
Do you know, I'm worried about Percival. He's never accepted an invitation to one of our parties and then not shown up, at least not without sending word.
Ah, but Lady Margaret, he might have had motor trouble.
Yes, indeed. I do hope he hasn't had an accident. These words can be treacherous at night.
No! Don't say such a thing. It would make one think that perhaps there was some truth after all in that story about the curse.
Oh, no, this is my dear. There's no such thing as a heel. A king is a curse. No, thing is a curse.
And yet everyone who has ever owned the Darjeeling diamond has always met with a dreadful demise.
But Percival doesn't own the diamond anymore. Not since he sold it to Lord Dudley for Lady Margaret's collection.
Nevertheless,
Has Saul been taking it between acts?
Wouldn't you?
Percival did own it, and that might be enough.
See here, Dr. Forbes, you are a man of science. Surely you don't believe in curses.
Louis, has he?
Saul hates to drink alone.
I only know there is a history in India, things which defy rational explanation.
Nonsense. Shikaki poppy. Superstitious dribble.
Quite possibly, Lord Dudley, and yes.
And yet,
Where is Sir Percival?
Frankly, I'm glad he's not here.
why, Diana, what a thing to say.
Yes, indeed.
I'll say.
I mean it. Sir Percival is no gentleman.
Diana, what do you say?
When he looks at me, I feel as though my hands are moving all over his body.
But he's neither.
He is a disgusting toad, and such toads can be lecherous at night.
Yes, indeed.
I'll say.
Begging your pardon, Lord. Shall we delay dinner any longer?
No, I think now I can't wait for Sir Percival forever. Shall we, my dear?
I suppose so. But don't you think someone should call Percival's flat and ascertain the reason for his absence?
Do you know, that might be a sound idea. There is something distinctly odd about all this.
All of what, Stephen?
This business about Percival and the necklace. Necklace. He did say he was bringing it tonight, Lady Margaret.
Well, actually, I never spoke directly to him. But there was a message delivered this morning in the post. On the post. In the post. And a mailman brought it. What?
On St. Swithin's Day?
By Jove, I never thought of that. I certainly about it, mailman or whatever you say.
Why, come to think of it, no.
You mean you didn't receive a mailman?
Message.
That too?
Why, yes, I did. But now I wonder if it were actually from Percival.
But it did come on a post?
I assumed it had, but
You didn't actually see it or him. I mean the message or the mailman.
whatever it was, no.
Then how did you know it's content?
Dr. Forbes told me what it had said.
Yes, indeed.
Is there any reason you shouldn't have?
Is there any reason I shouldn't have?
No, of course not.
Then don't talk about it.
Only there was no delivery of the post today.
It wasn't a letter. It was a cable car, telephone. It was a telegram.
I should very much like to see that telegram.
All right. Damn it, I don't have it. Oh, as a matter of fact, it was postponed. It was sent from the telegraph office.
Doris, has there been any telephone?
See here, you young punk. I'm doubting my word.
Of course he isn't Rex. Of course he isn't Rex. Stephen. Of course he isn't Stephen.
Should I apologize to Dr. Forbes?
Oh yes, thank you very much.
Oh, I shall. As soon as Doris answers my question.
What was the question?
Someone must remember.
Damn if I do.
Me neither.
Doesn't anyone know?
Yes, sir!
What?
The telephone's been out of order since this afternoon. Ma'am!
What? Are you quite sure?
And what do you say to that, Dr. Forbes?
Is that it? Does that answer your question?
Stephen, I believe you owe Dr. Forbes an apology.
Doris, you better answer that phone call. Yes, damn it, yes.
Yes, sir, you bet. Hello, who is it? Sir!
Yes, hello. Doris, who is this?
Sir Percival!
Oh, yes, hello, yes, oh, thank you very much.
It can't be, I mean.
You mean it can be Sir Percival?
All right.
Yes, doctor, exactly what do you mean?
Margaret, I'm off the telephone.
You're up there. Oh yes. Why, Dudley, you look so strange. What did my Percival say?
That was not Sir Percival.
Then who was it?
That was a good friend of mine. I can't quite remember his name.
Miles Taylor.
Right.
Stephen, I do not
Percival for the necklace. Did I say you were struck dumbfounded?
You know, but I observed. Yes, I observed. Some same reaction. Myself, I think.
Yes. What can it possibly mean?
Oh, Darvish,
She's not the only one.
Where the hell are they?
It's me.
Darvish, you're forgetting your place.
How dare you, sir? I'll take you to court for this. Such actions are libelous.
I cannot be sued subject to libel if my accusations should prove true.
And how do you intend to prove that to be true?
Quite easily. After a look at that necklace. Would you mind getting it, Dr. Ford?
The necklace? Surely there's no proof on the necklace. I show you. It's gotta be in there somewhere. Margaret, did you put the thing in there?
Like where else?
Why don't you have another look?
Oh, all right. There! And now let us see your ridiculous proof.
You yourself have shown proof, Doctor. For if you're not the murderer, how did you know the combination to that safe?
Great heavens! He's right.
Slash through Stephen Sellers, but there's one thing you did not take into account. I am all!
You, sir, are a scoundrel.
And I should very much like to sunder our engagement this moment.
In that case, will you marry me, Violet?
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Diana.
Oh, darn. With all my heart, Stephen.
Doris, telephone at once to the factory.
And you are dead, my dear.
Oh, not much shall I do.
Raise your hand and the rest of you do likewise.
Did you say the rest of you do likewise?
Yes.
Hang up the phone. Hang up the phone.
Hang up your phone! Damn and blast! Who is that?
That is my good friend, Miles Taylor. I asked him to bring up shortly after his first call. If I do not answer, he shall summon the law, and they'll arrive here with a warrant for your arrest. Stanley Grimes?
Stanley Grimes.
Yes. Now look out with that pistol and surrender yourself, Grimes.
Never. I shall take this necklace and sell it for a fortune and move wealthily into another country.